And it's not just Democrats backing the ticket. Former New Jersey Governor Christie Todd Whitman is one of roughly 24 Republicans who officially endorsed Kamala Harris for president this weekend, helping to launch the Republicans for Harris group, with support from governors in other blue states like Illinois and Massachusetts as part of a nationwide effort to win over anti-Trump GOP voters. As Governor Whitman explains it, they're doing it by hearing directly from other Republicans who are making the same choice. She joins me now. Governor, thanks so much for lending us a few minutes of your time this evening. Let me ask you first about your take on the vice president's vice presidential choice, Mr. Tim Walz.
I think it's a good choice for her. First of all, I'm delighted that she did pick a governor, because it's nice to know that you have someone in that second position who understands how to make decisions, how to make government work. He's also been in Congress. He's been a high school football coach, took them to new heights on his football team, had been a teacher, and been in the military. So he checks a lot of the boxes. He's Midwest, down to earth, very popular governor. So I think it's going to stand her in good stead.
Although he is quite progressive, and some may see this as her doubling down on the progressive base. I'm curious if you think that's the right move for her.
Well, if you listen to what she's been saying recently, I think she's been moving more to the center, and the vice president will do what the president tells him to do. So I'm not so worried about it. And again, when you say progressive, yes, he has passed some laws that protect a woman's rights to have an abortion. He believes in a working family. I can't disagree with any of those things. I have my cautions about it. I am not as liberal as the people who are objecting to him would say he was. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with all of those more extreme positions. I worry about the budget. I worry about some of the social positions that could be taken by the Congress as far as paying for everything. That's fine. I would love it. In a perfect world, that would be great. But we have to watch the spending at the same time.
Well, and you've made no bones about the fact that you are not a fan of former President Donald Trump, that under no circumstance would you support him. And so you instead have thrown your support behind this new group, Republicans for Harris. What's your involvement with that apparatus?
Well, right now, my focus is really not with that. I mean, I've lent them my name because I believe that she is a better choice for our country than the ex-president is. I mean, the Republican Party, as I knew it, the one I grew up in here in New Jersey, was one that believed in the rule of law, would never have accepted January 6th or excused it, believed in the fact that you had transfer of power after an election. Once an election was over, it was over. It wasn't misogynist. It wasn't racist. Those are all the things we're seeing in Donald Trump and have seen over the years in him. And I just don't believe that he has what it takes or what we want to have in our presidency. And I believe that there are many Republicans who are uncomfortable with him. And I don't know whether they go with Governor Walz is weird, but certainly it's not the kind of approach to governance with which we're really comfortable. And so that's why I think it's important to support that. But the Forward Party is not involved in the presidential. We are focusing solely on state and local. And we support Republicans, Democrats, Independents, as long as we check them out to make sure they're credible. But as long as they sign our Pledge of Principles, they have to do that publicly. We do a ceremony with them. And those principles are pretty darn simple. They agree to respect the rule of law, uphold the Constitution, work with anyone to solve problems, create a safe space to discuss controversial issues, and work to open the process so that anyone who is legally able to vote can vote. And then we believe it's up to the state or the candidate to decide what are the issues of most importance to that state. What do the candidates believe in? What do their constituents want? Not what some party in Washington tells them to do.
And I'm sorry for cutting in there, Governor. Are you concerned at all, though, that the Forward Party, this is the third party that you've co-chaired along with Andrew Yang, is getting muddled in the shuffle of all of this? And am I to understand that we won't see you then perhaps at any rallies for the vice president?
No, Forward Party is not taking a position. Individually, we can. Obviously, I have taken a position, but the Forward Party is not that. The Forward Party is looking at your local races, your statewide races. We've endorsed a couple of congressional candidates and a senatorial candidate, but generally we are strictly state and local because those are the areas and the positions that make the decisions that most directly impact your life, your daily life, most immediately impact your daily life. And also, no matter who wins this election, we all know there are going to be lawsuits after them. So you want to have people in the positions that oversee the outcomes of election who have agreed that they will uphold the rule of law and respect the Constitution.
And so by lending your name individually, separate from the Forward Party, what do you hope to achieve then with perhaps other like-minded Republicans or others who are not yet swayed?
Well, I hope it sends a message that it's okay to do this. It's okay to support Kamala Harris, whether you agree with all her positions or not. I don't agree with all the positions. None of us will with everybody, but it's okay in this cycle because it's so important to keep someone from the White House who has very clearly said they're going to weaponize the Justice Department. They are going to go after their enemies. I mean, anybody that's crossed paths with him who hasn't knelt down and said, yes, whatever you say, is going to be attacked. This is not our nation. This is not our country. And I want Republicans to understand you don't have to do it every election, but this election is so important because of the dramatic change to our status in the world, to our status as a democracy, should Donald Trump get into the White House.
Former Governor Christine Todd Whitman, who has decided to back Kamala Harris in her bid for the presidency. Thank you so much, Governor.
Good to be with you. Take care.